Hey folks, this is a remake of a video I did a few years ago because new information has come available. Here we are over at Roadie Road and Gympie Road, and there's the old boot up on the paint shop in those days when they took this image. So let's have a look at the history of this boot. So it started out here in 1897, up in Paddington actually, the Morrison and Sons Shoe Company. They got bigger and they moved down to Caxton Street, 1929, built this lovely big factory here. And then it got turned into, here it is here. So after Morrison's finished with it, it was a spaghetti emporium and it was a nightclub called the Underground, known as the Undies. And if you went there, because it had the boot factory on it, you could get your beer in one of these boots. And if you got one of these glasses, hang on to it. Let me tell you. So yeah, the Underground was there, the Undies, the Spaghetti Emporium was there. But speaking of spaghettis, do you remember this? Mama Luigi's in Spring Hill. Nothing to do with the boot factory, by the way, but someone said spaghetti. Of course you think of Mama Luigi's. So there it is, and that's what it looked like, or probably 20 years after that. Long after it was closed, and I managed to dig up one of their menus, which is amazing. Obviously copyright was a different thing in those days. You could use copyrighted images in your program. I don't think so, I really don't, but anyway, there it is, Mama Luigi's, and that's what it looks like now. It's nothing, it's a vacant lot, little car park. So where were we? Oh yeah, I digress. The boot, well, that's what the boot factory got turned into, the Milton Skate Park, which is fantastic actually, it's a great spot. So what happened to this? Well, the boot ended up at Chermside, sitting on top of many things, a car yard, all sorts of things. It was a camping store, it was a paint shop as you saw earlier. I'm sorry about the quality of this image, but it's all I can find. That is it on the original boot factory in Milton. Then it got turned into Cheapies, car yard of course. There it is up there on the roof, all resplendent. At one stage, I may have these out of sequence, it was Boots Camping and Discount. I think that might predate the other one. So the boot was always there. If you grew up on the north side, you always saw it there for many, many years. And then they did this to it. Boot disappeared. They dug this big hole. But don't worry, we found it. Someone safely put it in a warehouse for safekeeping, so, that's pretty good. So let's have a bit of a look at the hole in the ground, because that was actually slightly interesting. So I was walking past this place one day and stuck my camera over the top, and what do we see in the hole? Coal seams underneath Chermside, and these are from the Nunda coal seams, from the old Nunda coal mine. Here are the seams, plain as day. You'll never see them again because that building's nearly finished now. That's going to be buried for another couple of 100 years. So anyway, what happened to the boot? Well, you know something? We've got some news on that. So here I am on Sandgate Road, down near a beautiful little suburb called Deagon, just about to cross Breakfast Creek. You will recognise this from my Breakfast Creek video, and that's the very old Screw Pier rail bridge. There's the old highway there over Cabbage Street, Breakfast Creek. Did I say Breakfast Creek? It's Cabbage Street Creek, you know that. Anyway, this is a very old Screw Pier rail bridge, well over 100 years old. It's still there, running very nicely. I went over it on a train, very smooth. So we're walking up there. Can you see it yet? Because I can. It's back. There it is. It's blue. I'll give you a hint. There's the old Sandgate railway line, of course. Shortcliffe nowadays they call it. Can you see it? There it is in the distance, just past the servo. So yeah, this boot has been placed back on the car mine, which is the same car yard it was on over at Chermside at one stage, and there it is, looking absolutely fantastic. So if you're down Deagon Way, there's the old boot. She's back up. It's been up for a little while, a couple of weeks I think, maybe a month. And so I just walked through from Boondall North and got on a train at good old Deagon. Beautiful little railway station in the burbs. But, you know, there is another link. History is amazing. It links itself. That car yard is on the site of Baxter's old restaurant. Baxter's Seafood Restaurant, which we also covered in the Cabbage Tree Creek video. The Baxter's sisters ran that. There it is. That's where the car yard is. That's where the boot is. Well, I'm not saying someone put the boot into Deagon, or Deagon should get the boot. But someone's done it. Keep rocking. T-Rock's out.